Elaine and Jerrod are a couple in love. Jerrod and Elaine flew to Los Angeles for the birthday of his best friend, Terry. Terry has successfully arranged his life and wanted to share his success with his friends. They celebrate with his wife, Candice, and assistant, Denise. Terry invites his friend to stay and work with him. Early in the morning, after a noisy party, strange luminous spheres began to descend from the sky onto the city. Their light was beautiful and bright, so much so that people began to wake up as if at dawn. The walls of the houses shook as if during an earthquake. Those who peered intently into this light fell into a daze. After a party, a group of friends wakes up to a bright light hitting the window. One of the party guests, Ray looks out the window to find out what's going on there. Suddenly, blood vessels appear on his face, and some force pulls the guy out. Ray walked towards him as if hypnotized and disappeared. Jerrod came running to the cry of the frightened girl and also fell into the beam of light. Terry managed to hold him back. The others, frightened, hastily closed the blinds on all the windows. Ears soared upward again and disappeared into the clouds. When he woke up, Jerrod could not explain what had happened. When he saw the light, he simply could not stop. Something was dragging him. In the morning, the city was covered with clouds and smog, and dozens of huge UFOs descended from it, collecting people like a vacuum cleaner collecting dust particles. Television and the police do not work. There is nowhere to wait for help. Anyone can only guess about what happened since neither telephones nor television work. Jerrod and Terry decide to go up to the roof and look around. They leave 3 girls, Candice, Elaine, and Denise, at home. And along the way, they meet an elderly neighbor. While passing upstairs, they see how people on the street are pulled into a column of light and they rise somewhere up. Then huge spaceships appear above the city and begin to suck in hundreds of people from everywhere. They are attacked by a flying alien drone, but they are trapped because the door closed and can only be opened from inside. Elaine opens the door to the roof and looks at the alien light. Jerrod and Terry save her by closing the door. After what they saw, the friends decide to leave in 2 cars to Terry's yacht. Terry wants to take Walt's car, but the old man is killed by aliens. Despite this, they set out on their journey. But as soon as the first of the cars leaves the street, a huge monster steps on it, instantly killing Denise. Terry is kidnapped as he tries to escape. They have no choice but to return back to the garage. In the garage, the friends meet a huge squid, which takes Colin away. Concierge Oliver crashes an SUV into the alien while rescuing the prisoner. Oliver and Day try to save Colin. The squid creature sucks out Colin's brain, taking away his energy. After that, they all lock themselves in Terry's apartment, but along the way, one of the monsters kills Jen. The next day, they see the U.S. military attacking the aliens, but the drones and bombers are powerless against the alien invaders. After a brief clash, the alien invaders destroy all the planes. Only one stealth plane hits the enemy ship before being destroyed. And although one of the large alien ships manages to be shot down by a missile with a nuclear warhead, it, to everyone's horror, recovers on its own, and the angry monsters attack people more and more. Oliver wants to stay inside the building. Jerrod vows to protect his family. They deal with the SWAT team, and Candy is pulled out of the apartment. Jerrod and Elaine run to the roof where they see a military helicopter and call for help, but one of the giant aliens shoots it down. Yes, meanwhile, Oliver, having opened the gas, blows up the apartment along with the alien who has entered it. Young people run out on the roof and find themselves in the very center of a confrontation between the military and aliens. One of the aliens attacks the survivors. Jerrod almost loses the fight, but at the last moment, Elaine stuns the alien. After some time, the alien comes to his senses and attacks Elaine. Suddenly, the skin on Jerrod's face turns black, and in a fit of rage, he attacks the alien, tears his mouth open, and begins to rip organs out of his head. The alien dies. After being wounded in a fight with one of the monsters, they are caught in a beam of light and are sucked into a huge ship. In the spaceship, Elaine wakes up on a pile of human corpses. There they discover that aliens are extracting brains from people, pipes are sucking human brains into machines, some they devour, and some they place in humanoid hosts, which in particular happens to Jerrod. The aliens discover that Elaine is pregnant. She is not touched because of her pregnancy, and they transport her to another compartment to extract the embryo. Meanwhile, Jerrod's extracted brain, for unknown reasons, turns red instead of blue like the others. When he is inserted into the alien host, it is discovered that Jerrod's consciousness can completely control him. And so he enters the fight to save Elaine and the unborn child from death. If you like the video, please like and subscribe.